Okay, my name is Bruno Fernández Castro, and I am the technical manager of of a eight-member team called Machine Learning and Optimization here in Gradiant. Gradiant is an RTO, and research and technology organization located in Vigo, in Spain, in the north east of Spain. And we usually perform research and development projects related to the application of AI in manufacturing sector. And I've been working in Gradiant since the last 15 years, more or less 14, 15 years.
And how has your experience been at Radiant Technology?
It was quite interesting because at the beginning of this, yes, well, the center has uh, 16 years more or less. So I was involved in Gradient since its beginnings, more or less, and it was quite interesting to see how the center evolved all during these years.
That sounds very interesting. And it
Hmm.
seems that you've enjoyed your experiences at Gradient up till now.
Yeah.
And another question would be, how would you describe Gradient's overall culture and way of working?
Um, I think we have more or less 200 members here, so we are quite big organization, but we follow a horizontal schema, not very hierarchical. And this one, I think this is one of our main key points here because um, it facilitates a lot the communication between teams, and we usually work with small teams that collaborate each other during the development of these projects. And this horizontal schema facilitates the communication and the sharing of knowledge and know-how.
That's interesting. And also one thing I would say is that Spain has a very different working culture, specifically Europe, compared to Asia, America, and the Australias. I believe you guys have a 4 day working 4 days, or is it 5 days working week?
We have a working week of 5 days,
5 days.
since Monday to Friday. Yeah.
Oh, so it's pretty regular. But would you say that the working conditions in Spain is pretty lax compared to other countries?
Mm, I don't think so. I think it's quite similar to another European countries. Of course, differences or main difference appears when we talk about another countries like America or even Asia, as you mentioned. But I think we have similar working style. I mean, respecting another European countries.
Mm. And another thing I would ask would be the working condition, or not working condition per se, but rather the culture and the diversity of Gradient. Would you say that it is very diverse? Is it diverse in different regions of Spain, or is it more centralized towards the central areas of Spain?
Mm, I would say that we are quite diverse because, and especially during the last years, we incorporate some employees from another regions of Spain, not only the north, but center and even south of Spain. Some of them are moved to our region and precisely work here in the office, but another work on their houses. I mean, during connecting through internet and this kind of work. And we also have some people from another countries. I have people from South America and also one member from Asia. So during the last years, we incorporate or we enhanced our organization with diversity.
Mm. Thank you for the answer. So next questions would be more related to the organizational culture and the values of them. So what are the main values that guide employees that work at Gradient?
Mm, I would say that kindness and respect uh, as main values, but also collaboration. I mean, that's the our key value in within the organization.
Yes, that's a fabulous answer. Thank you for that. And as a manager, how do you and other managers or leaders help shape and maintain that culture?
Well, I can talk for other managers or leaders, but from my experience or point of view, I would say that being an example for others. I mean, trying to be a reference in these kind of aspects, not only in the technological aspects of my work, but also in this regarding the culture of the organization, be a point of reference for my team.
Thank you. And what would you say that as Gradient, as an organization, uh, culture, what is it like? Is it more collaborative, as you previously mentioned, or is it more like structured, hierarchy?
No, no. As I mentioned, collaborative, with any
Very
doubt.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, very collaborative. As I mentioned during previous questions, of course, we have roles in the organization and also departments, hierarchies, levels, etc. But it's very easy to reach any people or any department. It's very easy to talk to any person within the organization, no matter in which level he or she is in Gradient.
Thank you for the answer. Next questions would be related to, as previously mentioned, diversity and inclusions. So Gradient employs people from different regions of Spain, from Valencia to the central regions. So, and even of different age groups. So there are many age groups in the organization. How does the organization ensure that diversity is managed effectively?
Uh, when when an employee join the organization and during the first steps, or let's say weeks, months, here in Gradiant, we try to maintain a close monitoring of this employee, just to ensure that he or she is okay, and he or she doesn't have any problem or issue regarding his daily work. This process is carried out by not only from the people who is responsible of this new employee, his manager or head of, for instance, but also for the human resources department. And the main objective, as I mentioned, is to ensure that the new employee is okay and does not have any problem regarding his daily work.
Thank you for the answer. And so, since there is a diverse age group, since there is a diverse region inclusion in the company, how do you promote the inclusivity? Is there certain strategies? Is there certain ways that you promote inclusivity between them? How do you provide equal opportunities within the department?
Um, I'm not sure about this question, about this point, but I think it's in our way of work, the inclusivity. It's in our, let's say, in our blood. Okay.
Oh,
But it's something, it's a work, it's a task that involves every person here in Gradian and in the department. Uh, as I mentioned, we have a non-hierarchy schema, a very collaborative one. So it's a task responsible of everybody that works in Gradian to ensure the equal opportunities for everybody here. And to this end, what I would like to mention is that we have some kind of official mechanisms and tools that here in the organization available for everybody to anonymously report that kind of lack of opportunities, for example, on inclusivity problems if they happen. So these kind of mechanisms are very valuable and important here in order to ensure uh, uh, these issues.
And as an organization, anyone would say that communication is one of the most important manners in which a organization works, and also the motivation to communicate, to work, and to collaborate between each other. So, how does Gradient encourage effective communication between teams or department? Is there a certain exercise that you guys do, or is it or certain softwares that you use? That would be technical, but I would more or so say ask you about how you guys apply techniques to affect effective communications between departments.
Uh, okay, I would say that we take three main actions. The first one is that we organize regular monthly meetings among all members in Gradiant here. During these morning meetings, well, we first have breakfast all together, and then we go to the meeting. And then in that meeting, any kind of news regarding the state of the organization is shared among all employees. And also, we use these meetings as an opportunity for new employees to do a brief introduction about themselves, not only from the technical aspects, I mean, their career till the moment, their studies, so on, but also about their personal life and this kind of issues. The second action is that we also have some kind of regular monthly meetings, but these are more technical. Different teams that share technical expertise, uh, uh, well, meet and share their knowledge and know-how regarding, for instance, the application of AI. So this is a very powerful tool in order to share the know-how between different members in the organization that works in the same kind of technologies. Uh, and the third one is something that we talked about before, is that despite we have levels in the organization, roles, departments, etc. It's very easy for any member within Gradient to reach another colleague, no matter he or she where he or she works in the organization, at which level. It's very easy to reach to him and talk and discuss any point or problem for everybody. So I think these are the three main actions for effective communication between the organization.
Mhm. And do you consider it to be effective until now in your 16 years of experience?
Yeah, I think so. I
Um,
think so.
oh, that's very nice to hear. And another thing would be the motivation. For example, me, I would say that I'm not a very effective communicator. So I need something to motivate myself. Um, some niceness would be good, some kindness from other people. But what would you say is the most important thing that it motivates employees in your experience? Is it innovation, opportunities, recognition, or collaboration?
Uh, well, I think that it strongly depends on the person and also the role of the employee, but I would say that mm, kindness and collaboration it was the most valuable aspect for our employees. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You seem like a very kind person. And next question would be regarding the topic of leadership and organizational change. As Radiant is a organization with more than 200 employees, it must mean that there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of leadership. So, what leadership style do you find the most effective in this environment, or particularly for your team?
Mm, I think that again strongly depends on the situation and the people I am managing at every moment. in some kind of urgent scenarios or let's say crisis scenarios, okay? I think more autocratic style is more effective, based, of course, in my experience. Uh, Autocratic does not mean rude or something like that. You can be autocratic, but also kindness, okay? But a more autocratic style in this kind of scenarios is more effective, as I said. Otherwise, more democratic style is suitable. I mean, making the team and everybody uh, mm, participant of the proposals, the solutions, uh, is it's very effective and I think is valuable for the employees.
Thank you. And for example, if there's a change in the Gradient's organizational culture, how do you see see that you change the new technology or new project shifts that come in when Gradient as an organization changes in the near future?
Of course, through collaboration and sharing of knowledge. We have this kind of scenarios very frequently because when you work with technology, also AI, it's a technology that sits in the hype. There are many shifts. There are continually shifts regarding this use of technology. So managers, I don't have all the answers at any time. So I need this collaboration and sharing of knowledge between my team. It's key.
Mhm. As a manager of 16 years of experience, you have a pretty strong resume, you have a pretty strong work experience. So I would ask you, what is your motivation to work in Gradient? Uh, is it its culture? Is it its innovations? Is it its opportunities?
Mm, I would say both the culture and the innovation. I really like work here because people is very kind and it's very easy to work with everybody here within Gradiant. And I think I really enjoy working with students. So this is a very important point and of my work here in Gradiant, and also I like the research part of my work here regarding also related these research activities in the AI field. So I think this would be the two main aspects that I really like here in Gradiant.
Thank you. So this question might sound repetitive to you, but so what do you personally enjoy most about working at Radiant?
People,
The people.
yeah, people.
That's a very nice answer. And looking ahead, how do you see Gradient's organizational culture evolve in the future?
Uh, I think we should manage a growing team. We are growing very fast. And I think this is our main issue. Maintain our culture based on communication, sharing of knowledge, and kindness in this ever-growing scenario. So I think this is our main point here. Try to maintain as we are here and not change a lot because this evolving situation of new people continuously engaging in gradient.
Thank you for the answer. And another question, which is the final question, would be if you were in a position of leadership where you could change the entire culture of the organization, any cultural barriers, what would you remove them?
So you're asking me if I will change anything a point that I really don't like here in Gradient. No?
Yes.
No? Mm, I'm not sure.
Or perhaps you're happy with the culture that you're working with?
I'm happy with the culture, but this culture maybe is changing because, as I mentioned before, we are growing so fast.
Yes.
So this is a point I'm really concerned because I don't like to change our culture because this. So I will not erase or remove anything, but I will uh, be very careful about this issue.
Um, Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Bruno.
It was a
Gracias.
pleasure. De nada. Nice to meet you, Sid.
Hi, thank you so much.